Okay, we are here on the 25th of May. We're gonna have a meeting. We're gonna do some stuff. It's been kind of a crazy month for me, but we're coming out of the good end of things, so that's really, really excellent. And we were just talking about these new colors. So Maggie, you said you've been selling a lot of them. Tell me how you're going about doing that.
Oh gosh, it's funny. A lot of it is like the particular colors themselves. Like I have clients that have been looking for something like that. Like we have a couple peach colors, but what I love about this peach one, it's more of like that gold hue. So that lipstick we had that was gold from a couple
Right.
Christmases ago. This is the closest I found to it. And so for someone like me that has the lighter skin tones, very little definition, I don't like blush because I'm trying to get rid of the red in my face. This peach color is the most incredible blush. I am so thrilled that the company came out with this. And then I double it on top of my lip color or use it as a lip color itself.
I've got
The next shade, I think is it Mauve Sunset or something like that? That shade is an actual shade I'd probably use normally for my lips. But again, because it's not super intense on the cheeks, it actually is really complimentary. The neat thing we got to remember about cream of anything, is that it doesn't sit in the fine lines and wrinkles like powder does. So for any of our customers 40 and older, these are the absolute must-haves.
That's most of my customers.
And we are going to talk about that tonight. Maggie, thank you. Thank you. Maybe what we need to do for next week is simply have you do a YouTube before you leave and show it, because we won't have a meeting next. It's just like, whatever. It's just not going to even work. So anyway, well, that is exciting. Wow. I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to doing much more with these. So all right, ideas. Let's just bounce it, because that's my focus tonight. Is okay, massive selling. All right, Maggie, you're going to be gone for 2 weeks, and so you've been doing a bunch of stuff, but when you get back, you're going to hit the ground running. Big time.
I already have a party plan for the Friday I get back.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Well, what I want to talk about tonight is, so here we are in June. I'm a little bit behind on Corda sales, but I really want to do it for one reason. This is the first time Anne will be walking on stage. She did Corda sales during COVID and of course didn't get to be on stage. So she wants to be on stage. I said, well, let's do it together. So that will really, so I got to do a little bit more. But anyway, so we all need to kind of hit the ground running. Beth, remember last year how much fun it was to really, really push?
It really was. Yeah.
You could do that again, which is really kind of amazing. Because miracles happen when you just get really tunnel vision and you get focused. And I mean, that's kind of what happened last year. And this year has been just a different year. It's like, every year is different. So why don't we kind of have some fun getting like, all right, I want to get focused on this.
Hi.
So I'm going to start the slideshow early, and then I really want to spend some time talking about doing things. But sometimes I think the slideshow, and I did kind of do some revising. But anyway, so I'm going to do that and share the screen and do this, because I've got something to show you. How do I make it big? Oh, it's good enough. Okay. So actually I already know about your success, a lot of your successes. So we'll get to that for last week. I found this today on a director's Voxer group.
Ooh, Think Pink bundle.
Starting tomorrow. Now, I haven't seen anything from the company.
And we're not going to know until tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Well, usually the directors get to know a day before. However, I think that's because everybody lets it leak or something, like I am doing right now. Oops. And obviously one of the things to really work on is this 60% off. Any kind of, and they're probably going to do a whole bunch of this stuff in June. Okay, but so for the rest of this month, though, we've got the pink bundle. Okay, so that's the Pink Starlight, which is it's a great liquid eyeshadow. It is. Anybody could use that. The contour brush set. I mean, that's I didn't really do much with that for the holidays. Did anyone else? Maggie, Beth, did you do much with that?
You know what I did is I put it in the last beauty box because you know it had the highlighter in it.
Right.
And it just made sense to me. So whatever, if they bought the whole beauty box, their free gift with purchase was that.
Oh, cool. All right. Good idea. Good idea.
Purchase. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Great idea. Festive
Good
Pink
idea.
is the lipstick, which is a beautiful pink. It's really a stunning pink. Anyone could probably wear that. And the puffiness reducer, I don't know about you, but I use it every day. I love this stuff. And people need to be sure, I think, to use it with water because it gets a little bit thick. But I
Really?
just use teeny bit with water. But isn't that an awesome bundle? Okay, 60% off. So here, I've got these two. I will put them on the Facebook group. I kind of didn't want to do it right till tomorrow.
Yeah, wait till
Okay.
tomorrow. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I can put it out there and you can start getting it out to your customers. And then you decide.
It's great.
You decide if you want to do a discount or if you want to just sell it as a set or whatever. So let's even talk about that for just a minute. What if you offered this set, because I think it's kind of like anybody could use it. What
Mhm.
if you offered it, if you get your friends to buy 3 and you get yours at half price? Instead of selling it at a discount, encourage people to sell it to their friends.
I like that.
So, I mean, so what we're talking about now is how to move product, how to get a lot of product moving without losing your shirt and increasing the amount of product you're moving and increasing the number of people you're serving. Okay, so those are the 2 things to really, really focus on for June or, the rest of this month, whatever. Because there's still, we haven't finished the month yet. We've still got almost a whole week. So, but so if you got, let's say 3 of these or 5 of them, or you could break them up. I mean, but you're right about the gift with purchase making. That was a really good idea. It's a great lipstick, it's a great eyeshadow. And the puffiness reducer, a lot of people really liked it. Did you guys sell many of those so far?
Yes.
Have you had reorders?
Yes, I
had-
have.
Oh,
The
cool.
loyal people. Yeah. Actually, believe it or not, my best customers for that are guys.
The best customers what?
My best customers for the puffiness reducer are guys.
Oh,
Interesting.
guys. Oh, wow. Huh. I should try that on my husband. Well, anyway, I thought you might be excited to see this. So
I was hoping they come up with something. I was hoping they come out today. So now I was going to send it to Sarah's house because I won't be here for it to be delivered. So
oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. All right, cool. Well, we still have another week. I'm assuming that Monica that creates this flyer. I'm hopefully you're aware of the one that creates this flyer that made us all into this new concept. Her barn, they have a farm, her barn burned down.
No.
And so
her
I
barn
mean,
burned down.
she said her husband, all their farm records, he didn't really like the computer, so he had everything on paper in the barn.
Oh.
Yeah, bad news. So, and I don't know where her Mary Kay business, if it's out of her house or in the barn or whatever, maybe it's in the house. And so I'm guessing Monica, being the woman she is going to come up with a June 50% off thing, but we don't know for sure. There are a couple of other ones floating around. I've just always stuck with Monica's. So, okay. And of course, bingo. We haven't, I'll be honest, I have not worked bingo as much. I get a little, whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, where did it go? Oh, I lost you. Okay. I am so sorry. I thought, what's going on here? I don't know why I've lost you. You're there.
We're here.
I know, but no, I'm not ending the meeting. Oh, this is so weird.
Who are you turned in on that drop to your shop?
Okay.
Oh, I got an idea. I know what I'll look for. Never mind.
Well, I apologize, but I have kind of like lost. I do not understand what's going on here.
Hey,
Well, I keep repeating the same thing. Stop share. Oh, there we go. Oh, Ruth is here. Good. Okay, so, okay, I had a thought of, and I completely, I'm sorry, I couldn't figure out what happened to the Zoom. All right, regroup, Nancy, regroup. Share. Well, the screen share is not working.
Almost.
sort of.
I know, I'm not ending the meeting. There. Okay, thank you, we're back. Okay, this is what I wanted to do, is I wanted to talk about bingo. What? Okay, and I've got this written down a little bit later in the slideshow, but anyway, so, okay, for June, I mean, for the rest of this month, but for June, I think it's critical for you to know exactly what the number is. And you guys are working on sales, okay? What is the number that you have to have? And Beth, I'm talking about the 30,000 for you. Because the other one is way too easy.
You think?
Well, yeah, you only need like $300 more.
I'm kidding. I know this.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, go for it. I mean, you know, remember last year how you're going for the 40,000, you did 33, and but that was fun, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So and okay, so I mean, you've got probably number 2 for the unit tied up. Okay, so that's kind of like a deal. So go for something big. Go for the 30,000. People are going to do it. There are going to be people that will pull in 10,000 wholesale. I mean, it's really amazing. And, and Maggie, even though you're gone, and we're going to talk about that tonight too. So, but get the
I'm
number.
still going for the
clear.
40. I'm still going for it, Nancy.
You know what? Awesome.
I'm only 3,000 away from the 30. So like you said, you can't go for the easy goal.
Well, exactly. And what's the most, I mean, yes, if someone wants to borrow money, and I used to have an adoptee that will always put a huge order in June and then pay it off for the next 3 months. I'm like, no, that's really not the way to do it. It's the way to do it is to get excited, get your customers excited, get involved and going, this is a fun contest. Let me see how far we can get with it. Okay. And so get that number in mind. I mean, I think that's really, really critical. And then if you want to break it down by week or break it down by contest, because you're going to want to do promotions. Okay. So what kind of promotion do you want? So Ruth, I'm going to pick on you for a minute. So I know you're so tolerant. So what would be your number to sell for, let's say, I don't know where you are on Cordes on Star Consultant, but how much do you think you need for June 15th for Star Consultant?
June 15th. So that's
yeah, the quarter ends June 15th.
That's 4 weeks. You know me, I'm going, okay, oh well. I'm gonna try and get 500 by then.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out for you because I think you need about another 1,000, but I'm not positive. I could look it up, but I don't know. Let's just shoot for 1,000 by June 15th. 1,000 wholesale.
It's a goal.
Well, and if you say it enough time, you'll start believing it.
Okay.
I mean, I really mean that. Say, you know what? I can do 1,000. Other people have done it. I could. They can do it. I can do it. Right? Right?
Okay, right.
Oh Ruth, you're so tolerant. You let me. Thank
You
you.
know, I just know what I got in front of me for the next 4 weeks, and I just
Well,
like, ah,
okay, so, all right, so you got stuff in front of you. I'm going to pick up my
everybody's got
hus-
stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Everybody.
picking up my husband next week in the in Los Angeles. I don't not know exactly what our life is gonna be like when he gets here. I mean, I really don't. I've had to do all the driving and whatever. I mean, so I just really don't know. Maggie's going to Europe for 2 weeks. Okay. So, and we've got,
What part?
you're right, everybody's got stuff. So when you plan for it, what could you do to get things in place today or in the next couple of days? So you know that you can have your best shot at getting that $1,000. Okay, so pre-plan. Okay, so that's what this I wanted to really talk about tonight is plan for making that happen. I mean, it may not, but it probably will. Because if you're focused that much, you kind of amaze yourself, right?
Can I run something by you?
Pardon me?
May I run something by you? I'm thinking about
Sure.
doing it.
Sure.
Another consultant that's in Kim's meeting, she did a cancer pack because for a girlfriend of hers in honor of her. I think I might do that in honor of my sister.
Oh my gosh, Beth, perfect
idea.
opportunity. Yes, Beth's sister just passed away from cancer.
Yeah, all three, everybody responded, by the way. Thank you all.
Yeah, I mean, it's, side note, okay, I'm just gonna go here, little squirrel here I have just hired someone to, organize boards for me. Okay, and it's gonna be a huge, wonderful resource. I have the girl that feeds all my information on my customer Facebook group she's really, really good. So she's working on getting that all organized. One of the things I'm gonna put in there is a prayer place. Because we don't have a way, I've had 2 consultants in the last 2 months lose their husband in our unit, okay? Someone lost their mother. Beth lost her sister. Kathy, what's her name, Holtmeyer, got engaged. I mean, there are so many things that are going on, and I mean, I could be going on and on and on, and I think that's not good, but I really want a place for us to know that. If people want to go there, they can or not. But I can't even tell you how many things have been happening. Yeah.
Oh, and then Jean.
Yeah, well, of course, the whole situation with Jean, absolutely. And I mean, 6 months ago, my very first recruit passed away. I've had two team members die in the last 6 months. And it's just like, and I don't want to be morbid, I don't want to be dramatic, but I feel like people want to know. And you know that Sharon Flaster just passed away.
Yeah, I saw that.
The information finally did get out there. It's on In Touch as of today. But she was my recruiter. She's the only Mary Kay person I ever knew as a senior, you know. I mean, and Ruth knew her. You know, we used to
I
go to
met her
those,
a couple of times. Yeah, she's a lovely lady.
you know those retreats we used to have in Indiana. Oh my God. Sharon was Sharon. It just goes to show a lot of people can succeed. But anyway, so I just wanted you to know that is in the works. Hopefully in the next week, that's going to be all organized. And so you're going to have a resource that's going to be really, really helpful. But anyway, getting back to what are we doing? So you get a number and then start thinking about what is it that you want to do to get people there. So let's say you get 10 people to go to bingo. Okay. And if you work bingo correctly, you do the follow-up with the survey and you do the follow-up with the customer, you might, a couple of people have said they get an average of $100 in sales from every time someone does bingo. I know. So, I mean, and I think it has to do with the follow-up and the belief, et cetera, et cetera. So, so even if you did $50, if you had 10 people do bingo and you had that's $500 towards your goal. Do you follow where I'm going? So see what you can do about talking with bingo. So start going, okay, bingo is one of my goals, okay? Another thing might be to go to, and I'll pull this up again then, might be to go to, Okay, your 50% off deals. So how many, let's say, you can sell, because I kind of pick and choose on how I describe things. Now, I have a lot of trouble with selling fragrances because people can't smell it. However, I did talk a couple people into using this hydrator. Okay, so that's a $19, and that is a good deal. But it's going to increase your sales volume more than the brush. Are you with me? So when you talk to people about, and Jean was always so good at upselling. But if you talk to people about, oh my goodness, you can get this hydrator. Let me tell you about it. Bah, 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 bah. Okay. Or the eye cream. I mean, start talking about the products that are bigger numbers. So let's say you can get you get 10 customers that are going to do one of these. Well, then that's an extra $19, or actually 38 retail, that you're going to be selling. Are you with me? Okay,
Yes.
and so then I'm going to skip down to we're going to do that, but I'm going to
I've
skip
been using
down.
your little thing that tell them how much they're qualified for, and they usually pick another item.
Right, exactly. So this is exactly where I'm focused on for tonight. Set the amount of sales required. So okay, so Ruth, you're going for $1,000. You're going for $1,000 wholesale. Okay. Now you might just do the whole thing of retail wholesale and let it be there, whatever. But determine which promotions excite you. If you're not excited, they're not going to be excited. But the other thing is, who are your customers? Okay. All right. I'm now, remember how I did this? I did a post. I actually sent the postcard out too. My customer contest. I put it on Facebook. Did you, Beth? I know you were excited about this. I gave points to my customers if they placed orders, if they did a skin analyzer, and if they had a friend. There was 3 things they had to do. Okay. It didn't fly. This is not because it was all online. I did this on purpose because I was going to be out of town, but it didn't fly. I don't have a customer base that goes online for the most part. Okay. So if you know your customer base, this might not be the right contest. I just thought I would just share that with you. I mean, I've had $1,000 week this week. I didn't have $1,000 week last week when I ran the contest, but I did have $1,000 week this week so far, because they were like, oh yeah, I want to order my stuff, but they all just let me know, and then I get it to them. What so I mean, if you are if you've got a customer base, Maggie, this might be more like your customer base. Okay, that if you've got people that are in their 50s that are used to computers, and this might be a good answer for you while you're in Europe, because the whole thing is it's going to be direct ship. This might be the kind of thing that would keep you going for a couple of weeks and say, I've got a big goal. All right. But I'm just telling you, it didn't work for me. So not everything works. Okay. Be clear about the promotion you can, so you can sell it. In other words, be prepared. When I decided I wanted to do this, the online contest, I created the flyer so that I was very clear on exactly what the dates were and how to do it. And I felt really, really good about being prepared so I could sell it to my customers. And because I was out of town and really just emotionally not available, I did send the postcard out. Now that cost me some money. And as I say, the contest didn't work, but the following week, I have $1,000 week. So getting my name in front of those customers helped. You know, I'm kind of big on postcards, even though it costs money. Okay. What is your ROA? And that's what we were talking about. Set your goals. How many calls, how many guests, how many new customers? That's really, really your focus right now. Okay. So even if you've done it in the last 6 months, how about $1,000 a day? Do you know how to do that? Hello.
Yes, I had one earlier this month.
That's right, you did. You had your, what did you call that, Maggie?
An epic weekend. So
The
$3,000
epic weekend. I love it.
days. Yep, that was the goal.
Right, that was the goal. So how much did you sell over that weekend?
1,500, I believe.
Okay, 1,500. So, all right, so you didn't have a $3,000 weekend, but you had a $1,500 weekend, which you probably wouldn't have, and you're probably still getting orders, aren't you?
It petered out after last week,
Okay,
but I
but
ended up, the 2 weeks were 2,500.
okay, all right, yeah, so I mean, so it's putting the energy out there in the universe. So anyway, so I mean, a lot of people don't get $1,000 in a day, but you go for the $1,000 day. It all adds up, but all you want to do is to get ready for it. Okay, mascara marathon, always, I mean, I put that out there all the time. I haven't done one in a very long time, and I think I'm gonna do that. You know, it's called buy two, get one at half price, or buy three and get one free. You know, I mean, that can be just, you could create a postcard for that, or you could just do a flyer for that. If you want a flyer, we can work on that together. That's the kind of thing that I'm going to get in this boards. I'm going to get it so that you have flyers that are at your disposal. How about silent hostesses? If you had 5 silent hostesses, let's say that. Okay, let me stop here. Do you know what a silent hostess is? Ruth, do you know what a silent hostess is?
Yeah, you hold a sale, so to speak, and you choose your hostess from those that order.
Well, you can do that. Now, my thinking is the silent hostess is when you say to Susie, you say, because she says, you know, I really like that repair set, but I really can't do all of it right now. So I'll skip the lifting serum, which kills me. I can't stand that, but it happens all the time. Okay, I'm going to skip the lifting service, $74. I say, you know what? And you know you have to say that all the time because everyone goes, what? You know what? What? Okay. You say, Sally, guess what? What I can do? Would you be willing to just send people to my website and let them just shop, and I will give you hostess credit. What is hostess credit? 10, 15, or 20%. Keep it really simple. Say, you know what? If we can get $500 in sales from your friends, you're going to get $50 in free product. And she's going to go, oh. So you set up the Shop My Party. If you need help, I can do it. And you work the Shop My Party. If you have 5 people doing Shop My Party, if you got $300 in sales per person, that's $1,500. And you are not doing much at all. All you're going to do is, like, for 5 minutes a day, is basically go in and say, you're going to make a group, a text group or a Facebook group out of it, and just say, wow, this is happening. I'm so excited for Sally, and keep Sally excited. Say, Sally, you're so close. It's coming up. It's going to be happening. Da 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 da. Okay. So you're going to spend the time, but all of a sudden you have got all these new customers, and you've got Sally is excited. And so she's going to make her friends pop by. I mean, that's like the most brilliant thing that I think you could possibly do. That's how people are going to do a $3,000 or $5,000 a month. Okay. Now, Maggie, you could set this up for while you're in Europe. If you've got some really good hostesses that understand the idea of keeping, because you're going to have a hard time doing your 5 minutes a day. That's going to be tricky for you when you're out of the country. But if you got those silent hostesses, if you got a couple of motivated people and say, look it, and so give them double hostess credit because you're not going to be around. Put your money where your focus is. Okay. So that's okay if you give her, you know, so say, I mean, can you think probably of 4 or 5 hostesses, Maggie, that you've had that might do that? Yeah. So with your enthusiasm, what a brilliant thing to do when you're away. Okay. So get these things in place where you can get the activity happening. And because we got direct shipping, honest to God, that is like the best. And set it up. Do you know that you can set up a discount on your website to be certain dates? I mean, that's what I did for that, for my contest. It was, everyone got 10, maybe I didn't. Yeah, it is 10% discount for the week, only for the week. But you can set the dates, the beginning and end of when it's gonna be 10% discount, and then you get busy on the phone. And say, oh my gosh, this is gonna be important, blah, 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 blah. However you wanna do it with your silent hostesses. If you, and I would really encourage you to work with silent hostesses. And I would encourage you to see if you can get 15 people, because if 5 of them do it, it's gonna be awesome. If you ask 5 people, you're gonna get 2. So, you know, ask, see if you can get 10 or so. And maybe even before you leave town, Maggie, you get some postcards ready to keep people encouraged, okay? And get these pre-planned, and then get somebody to send them out. You know, Sarah would do that for you. Yeah, just send them out and just say, okay, just encouraging you. And people will know you're out of the country, and they're going to be so impressed with how well this works. Okay. All right. More ideas. Oh, I just talked about that. Summer pop-up party and a spring clearance sale. Okay, summer pop-up party. Okay, during the holidays, we used to, or maybe you did, you could do a holiday like coffee. Invite people over, set up your display for about 15, 20 minutes, for an hour maximum, and you get the hostess to invite her friends over. Say, I've got a little bit, it doesn't even have to be fancy. It could be a sale. It could be all that discontinued stuff that's been sitting around your house, and you want to sell it at 30% off. Okay. And then you can also book parties from that. I mean, if you can, but it's going to mean getting on the phone and talking with customers, okay? Getting the thing going, but be clear about what you're offering. Don't offer to everything to everybody. Kind of focus on who it is. So Ruth, can you think of 10 people that you think would enjoy $50 in free product?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's 10
Oh, yeah.
people. Okay. Say, you know what? I've got this going. Now, may I encourage you, please? Of course, Ruth, you've got a deadline of June 15th. May I encourage you to start tomorrow? Make the list. Get the phone.
Make the list. I'll make the list tonight and get my plans out, drawn out.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't wait, because you want to keep this working, and make it no longer than a week. A silent hostess, I think, is a maximum of a week. Or a mascara marathon. You know what a mascara marathon is? Oh, what is it? I mean, I already talked about it, didn't I? Yeah. Make it 1 week. Or here's another idea I thought of, and I might just do this myself, because I got way too many limited edition items. What about a flash sale, 2-day flash sales? And you could be, if you've got a texting group, and say, okay, everything, that could be your mascara marathon. Okay, for 2 days, buy 3 mascaras, get 1 free. And just put it out there. Just put it out there in a text group. You know, and then you could say, okay, that it could be for Monday and Tuesday. Take Wednesday off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Okay, buy 3 hand creams and get the 4th free. Just anything you want to do, but just put it out there. But always keep the excitement going, and say, I'm working on a goal. I'm working on a goal. And the enthusiasm will build throughout the month for you to reach the goal. If you're excited, they're going to go with you. I'm talking myself into this, by the way. I just want you to know that. Like, oh yeah, Nancy, that's going to be fun. I had such a blast in April doing those makeovers. And my friend Kelly, and I know her from church. In fact, I'm going to have breakfast with her tomorrow morning. I said, Kelly, did you get the $5? She says, yeah, it came in the mail. It's a gift card. It's a Visa card. I said, so what are you going to do with it? She said, I'm not sure yet. So we're going to talk about what she can do. But I also asked her about it in front of 4 of my other church girlfriends, and say, yeah, Kelly won it. It was so much fun. And the other contest from the company, we don't have the answers on that yet, but my next door neighbor came over, and she was in that contest. and her 13-year-old did her makeup, and I said, it could happen, it could happen. I win a lot. I do win. I win stuff all the time. Okay, so what other ideas? Do you follow where I'm going? But be methodical, be clear about exactly where you're going to put your money and your time, and how much money do you think you can make? Do you want to do 3 of those ideas or something different?
Okay.
Other ideas, let's talk about it.
I'll have to do 2 or 3
Mm,
just to get it out there. It's
absolutely.
going to hit different people differently.
Ruth, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Okay, very good. Now Maggie does all these cute Zoom things on her customer Facebook group, and I mean, you could do the same thing. Your customers love you, regardless of your Zoom skills. Your customers love you. Okay. And so just kind of jumping, going, okay, I don't know what I'm doing with this Zoom, but look at this lipstick. And like I just did here, said, look at this lipstick. Look, I've got it on. Don't you love it? That's what I need to do.
I was thinking about doing a 5-minute 5 product on live Facebook.
Absolutely, 5 by 5. I didn't even think about that, but Ruth,
And-
that's an excellent idea.
And the other thought I had, but I'm kind of scared of it, doing my own makeover.
I don't do that.
Kind of scared. Application of how to do things that have
Maggie
my base
does
on and
that.
stuff like
Maggie's
that.
really,
Yeah.
really good at that.
Yeah.
I don't.
I've got to get rid of my pink eye and the sty in the eye first.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but the 5 and 5.
The 5 and 5. That's an excellent idea. I love that.
Just tell them what you like about it, and tell them what the 5 you
Right.
like.
5 by, and then you say, and then there's another 5. Ask me 5 questions about my business. And then put them in that shop till you drop contest. That's how Kelly won. Beth,
I would love to come to the bingo Tuesday. Probably would have, but I have given up other Tuesdays. With chorus is on Tuesday, and that's been that way for years.
forever.
And I've
Yeah.
already given up going to a church group on one Tuesday night a month. And I'm going, and I want to go to the bingo. Maybe I should just try it one time in July or something, or in June, and just do it and
Yeah,
see
they
what
don't
happens.
record it. I mean, the thing is, Ruth, you could, and I know you've got chorus on Tuesday night. You could send customers, let me know they're going to be there,
Hmm.
and talk to them, and just have them work with me. Have them text me their 5 favorite products that they want to learn about, and
I'll talk it
follow
up more.
with it.
I've mentioned it to a few of them that aren't in the chorus.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's not going to work up there.
But anyway, so yeah, I'd do that too. What the heck?
Right. So make a list, stay focused. $1,000, Ruth. You could do this. You could be a star consultant. You've been a star consultant how many times? Like maybe 2 or 3.
Like twice, 3. And
Watch out.
I was a star consultant when they still had the ladders.
That's right. I know. Oh, you mean like my ladder thing?
No, it was the actual ladder, and your star
the
was
actual- I
on the
know, I
first rung
found
or
mine
second
the other
rung.
day. I was looking at them. I love putting those little stars on the ladder. But anyway, Beth, what are your ideas?
Like I said earlier, the cancer pack for one.
Great idea.
I have a shop my party. Andy said that she would do one. That's my niece. She just finished the graduation party. So I have one of those down. I just need to get the date so I can finish
Okay.
setting it up.
Perfect. Well, getting things going like right this week is probably going to be the most important thing you can do, because it's amazing how it can just like flow, and all of a sudden it's like it went away. What happened?
Oh, I also wanted to let you know Jill's going to come over on Saturday.
Oh, I am so glad to know that. Jill contacted me today. She had a question. And because I want to do a debut party for her. Or you could do it in person if you're willing to do that, if you want to. But that's beautiful if Jill's gonna come over, because she's interested in really building her business, yeah.
She's nothing more. She wants to know how to match the foundation and stuff and work. She wants to know about colors and
Fabulous. Oh, thank you, Beth. That's really, really great. That's awesome. So you've got 2 or 3 ideas. Get those clear. And Maggie, what are your ideas?
the other ones though too. I'm gonna start throwing them in.
Well, I like, so bingo, if I can get 10 people, bingo, the hard part for me is just the time. 9 o'clock at night's really late for out here.
It
So if I can
is.
find some people in other time zones for it, that might be better. I was thinking upsells, if I'm able to upsell 20 orders, that would be like about $700 in retail, I mean, obviously half that in actual collected cash. But the silent hostess, and I was just thinking about, I've had a lot of people that like a lot of products, and that, I'm coming up with a list of all the people I want to ask about being a silent hostess. Because a lot of the objections I get to having a party is time. I can't get everyone together, blah, blah, blah. But then at the same time but I can't afford more than just this mascara. I can afford the remover or the mascara, but not both. I put together a list of those people actually that might be silent hostesses, and it literally is a shop my party, and say, hey, look, if your girlfriends need a mascara, at least you get credit for it, and then you can earn your own for free. And that's something I think that I could, unfortunately, like every second of my time is accounted for between now and literally when we get in the limo to leave. But it's, right. But if there's some wiggle room there, I just came up with a list of 20 people to contact by that, and another 10 people to contact about getting together when I get back. So if I can get appointments in place when I get back, I can just hit the ground running and get through what I need to get through. Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, and it does take the planning and the thinking about it. And as I say, even though my postcard didn't work, my customer contest, I only had one person that really was like, okay, I'm going to try your contest, but she never did the host my party, so she didn't get her name in there. But I've gotten, and I did have one person that actually put their name in there. It's like, I was so excited to show you. Where is, let's see if I can show you how this worked. So it was kind of fun to watch it, and I definitely need to develop my skills better, but shop my party. I only had one going, and closed. I tried some different things, but this was the one that I was just doing. So yay, it was so much fun to see that number come up. Oh my gosh, I had a 2. It was a good order from my customer. She lives in Oregon now. She used to be in Lombard. But anyway, so it's really kind of fun. So her name is here and whatever the previous party. So it was just fun to see it show up, and I just wanted to show that to you that it's there. So
is there much more to setting up the party after you put in the date?
Ask me again.
On the In Touch, I started to set it up for Andrea, all except for the date. Is there much more to do after the date?
You mean to sign up online, or I don't. No, the dates are there, and what you need to do is you need to feed in the orders. Okay, that either coming directly from the customer, or you could do your own orders and you can add them to the party. In other words, if you said your niece is going to be the hostess, okay, but say someone calls you and they don't go to add on their order to the party, you can add it yourself to the party.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you want to really keep that hostess excited.
Yeah, I feel like this will be a good thing because she's obviously younger than me, but her friends all like to do the computer.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Beth, you could really build on this and book more parties.
I'm hoping.
Of course, yes, of course, absolutely. That might be your 5 parties. If she gets 5 girlfriends and they all book a party, why not? Could happen.
Could happen.
Could happen. Okay, well, I've got a little bit more recognition to do here. I know. I hope I'm not making you busy with all this starting and stopping. Okay. because there is still an opportunity, look at this, for your red jacket, free red jacket. Well, actually, the only one that's eligible is Ruth. Okay, but you could
Just
do,
saying.
well, the interesting thing is, if two things, if you ask everybody, say, ask me 5 questions, okay, it gets them thinking about it. And you might end up with 1 or 2 recruits by surprise. If you hadn't said, ask me 5 questions about my business, you wouldn't have known that. But the other thing is just the more activity you have, you may very well find people say, hey, how does this work anyway? I'll never forget, that's what Jane Galt did to me 30 years ago. She said she was pregnant, 9 months pregnant or something or other, and she's going, how does this work anyway? And I told her, she said, okay, I'll do it. And I said, oh, all I needed to do was give her a chance to talk. Okay, next thing, just a reminder. I think all of you do know how to enter someone now into this shop till you drop contest.
I need to check if I added all mine in for May.
Yeah, be sure, and they shut it off right at midnight, Central Time. So you gotta be sure to. But also, when you are a consultant, 2 consultants win bags. Okay, they win these designer bags. I don't have it up here. Because the other thing is, when you are in your red jacket, there's a special meeting every single month for the red jackets, and it's really been some great training. Well, of course, I was one of the trainers for a while, but anyway, but there really has been some really great training. So there's another opportunity for you to just keep in mind when you get your red jacket going. Okay, golden rule achievers. So we all have our little jewelry bag, and I just got mine today. That is so cute. I love it. And then we got a bunch of people that are really, really, really close. Okay, Rosemary is only 318.50 away. Just mentioned that, Maggie. And Kathy Flowers is close. I mean, this is a cute little jewelry bag. It's not actual jewelry. So think about that. I've got, in fact, I'm going to start contacting people. Okay, and then
It was a Kim's party the other night. It's got compartments in it too. It's kind of neat.
It does have compartments. I know. I really like it. Okay, and then the earrings. Oh gosh, am I up to date with everyone's earrings? I actually, it's just Maggie and Beth.
Yep, for me. Yep.
You're all current. Okay, I think I finally got it. Oh, I have to show you these cute little earrings, the Cadillac earrings. I'll show you those in a minute. Okay. So
no,
Tracy's been consistent on her 400 or her 300 a month. Okay, so that's really good. And look at these 60. That's 5 years, isn't it? No, yeah, 60 divided by 12, whatever that is. How many? Let me figure that out. Yeah, that's 5 years of being
Right. Divided by 5 is 12. Yeah.
Yeah. And Beth is just like right on your heels. And is this now I have it? You don't even think about it, right? You think, okay, of course I'm going to do this, at least this every single month. It's the minimum, correct? That keeps you in business and keeps you consistent. This is a very, very, I don't know why more people don't do it, because I think it's very, very powerful. But anyway, so congratulations, big time.
Yay.
4th quarter stars. Maggie's already finished her diamond. I finished a ruby so far. Beth is like on the verge. We know you're going to finish at least a sapphire.
Oh,
Beth is going to fly higher than that. But we've got other people that are closer. So moving right along here. And look at these weeks. Beth 552 just sneaked a little bit ahead of Maggie at a 503 week. Those are good weeks. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm really excited about where you're going with this, because your sales are increasing, and you're just plain in business. That's what you guys are. You are in business. You're in business. Look at this, Maggie, overachiever, 114 items sold by the 5th for April. Oh no, this is for May. Oh my goodness, look at this. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, okay, and now I really want you guys to pay attention because Beth and Maggie and Ruth, you could still come to seminar with us, I'm just saying, okay? $50, I'm giving you $50 when you finish 3 of things. Well, both of you have finished, well, you'll be done with Princess Court. Okay, that's a given. Okay, you'll be done with your star. What is the third thing that you're going to do? 30 faces in 30 days. Oh, that would be a good one for June. Okay. New qualified recruits. So you might be getting that. So then you go for $40, $75 in cash. We're going to have some fun. You will all go for pedicures, mani-pedis. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? I don't know if we have time. Okay, I put this down that Maggie was teaching next week, but she is not because there will be no meeting. Okay, because Maggie's going to be in Europe and I'm going to be driving home from California with Stephanie and my husband. So that's going to be going on. We found this fabulous place in Victorville, California. It's halfway between LA and here. So it's about a 3-hour drive. We discovered this incredible hamburger place. It's a little hole in the wall. Victorville is not an exciting town.
But it's got hamburgers.
But it does have Costco where you can get your gas. So anyway, yes, it's going to be really fun. So they're just, it's just going to be, so I'm counting on you guys to keep going. If you talk with other consultants, Jill, I just put an order in, Beth, just so you know. I mean, I think she really does want to go somewhere with this. I don't know what's going on with her with the meetings, if she can get there or not.
He's gonna try to come to the Monday night meetings and catch yours on the boards.
Great. Okay, on boards. I know she has kind of a crazy, she's a traveling music teacher.
Mhm.
I have a customer who's a traveling music in Wheaton, Illinois. She teaches cello. Great customer.
Neat.
Yeah, I know. She's cool.
Yeah, Maggie, where are you going? I have to ask. I've been to Europe a few times myself. I used to live there
Where did you used to live?
in England and in Holland.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So our cruise starts in Barcelona, and then we
Okay.
go to Marseille, to Cannes, then we go to Florence, Rome, Naples, somewhere in Sicily, and then we go around the boot. We go to Montenegro,
Okay.
Corfu, and
Be-
and
yeah,
then
before we had children, we did a whole tour of Sicily and Italy. So, yeah.
That Ruth, you get around.
Oh, I love it. I just, but we did the Sicily, Italy all by ourselves by just picking and choosing where we wanted to go and rented a car. And we stayed at YMCA's.
really?
Wow.
Yeah. Bob researched it, but that was before children. So that was more than 40 years ago. And you could get away with a lot of stuff. Nowadays, not.
Well,
Anyway,
Maggie,
but
you know
yeah.
that Stephanie's leaving on June 3rd and going to Iceland and then Spain.
Right.
Neat.
Spain, yeah. I think they're going to closer to Madrid though, aren't they?
You know, I don't know.
Maggie, you post pictures, girl.
What was that?
You post some pictures, please.
Well, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna post on Facebook in general. I'll post in the Mary Kay group. I can do that because I don't want to advertise that I'm gone because I
Right.
don't advertise that my house is available.
That's
Fair
cool.
enough.
That would work. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll miss you guys. So there's that.
Yeah. So
Well,
we really
ladies,
loved Florence. We really loved Florence.
I
It was
just
the first time there.
appreciate you guys so much, and you have just been so stable. And I just, I really feel one of my goals as a sales director is to be stable and to have a resource that you can always count on. And I haven't been here for the last month, and that's bothered me a lot. But you have been here, and I'm being reminded that you each have your own business. And you're perfectly capable of running it. But it's really meant a lot to me. So to have you just being who you are, we have an incredible unit. So I am going to close out this this recording. Do you want to stop?